Hello. Long time no see. Not really. It's been like, what, 2.5 months? But that's like eternity. That's like 8 lifetimes on the internet. So, hi, hello, how are you? It is I, the Nerdy Warlock, as you should know if you clicked on this. And if not, hello, welcome, hi. So, since I made my last video, I've gained quite a few followers over on TikTok and on my Twitter and on my Instagram, and I thank you so much for that. I have also continued to get orders in at the Nerdy Warlock collection and the Evil Eye collection over on Teespring, so thank you so much for that. And I've also continued to book some readings over on my Facebook shop, so thank you so much for that. And anywho, I'm back, and you may be asking yourself, well, where have you been? Why are you doing the cliche thing of anyone who puts out content of taking a break? And it is cliche. So, it wasn't on purpose, it really was not. And it was because I have been embarking since September of last year on, I mean, truly what is like the deepest, rawest, most painful shadow work that I've ever done in my entire life. And I thought that I had done some pretty deep, painful shadow work. However, I have really come to understand, not just know, but understand that my shadow work definitely needed outside help to facilitate my journey through the shadow. And so that's what I've been doing. And it's been very, very hard. And some days it is really hard to even just like to physically move. Because I'm facing things that I thought I had faced, but in truth it seems that I had just really compartmentalized. So, that's what's been going on. And it's going to continue to go on. I mean, shadow work, healing of any kind, is a lifelong process. But I'm just doing it on such a level now that I've never done. And it's like I said, it's been very hard. Very hard. Very difficult. So, I just wanted to give you that little update about where I've been. And also, let's go ahead and answer 22 questions that I was tagged in at, I think, the end of January by the wonderful Owlvine Green. She's fantastic. Fantastic. Owlvine Green. She's amazing. And I was also tagged by, of course, the fabulous Jasmyne Ambrosia, who's also, like, a fantastic witch. Like, a really, really good witch. Like, but I'm chink. I feel like I can make that joke with her. But she's a fantastic witch. She really is. I'm amazed by her knowledge and her drive and her ability at someone of her age. I mean, I'm not that much older than her, I believe, but she's just so established in her witchery, and I think that's amazing. I think it's amazing. So, anywho, let's bring up the questions. And I actually didn't plan on doing this in this video, so there you go. But I didn't want to leave you with just like a 3-minute, this is where I've been. Like, this is the video I never thought I'd have to make. That kind of a video. So, here we go. And these are probably, for anyone who's watched my channel for a while, it's probably stuff you already know about me. Maybe not. But let's read the questions. So it's 22 questions. Number 1. New Year's resolutions. Do you believe in them? Sure, why not? I don't really do them for me. I think I've mentioned that many years ago on this channel, but on a Will of the Year video. But yeah, I don't do them because I don't do well with demands of myself. It makes me just not do them, and makes me feel worse when I can't hold to them. So I do believe in resolutions in general throughout the year. If that's something you want to do, X, whatever that thing is, then great. However, for me, I've noticed that lasting change comes when I'm kind of not tricked into it, but when I'm not consciously beginning the journey, but when I consciously realize I'm already in the journey. Does that make sense? Okay. So, why or why not? That was number 2, so I just explained that. What is my favorite color or colors? Green has always been my favorite color since I was a little kid. I don't know why. I just love green, I love blue, and I love orange. Green, blue, orange, and brown. So, earth colors. The colors of our planet amaze me and fascinate me, and I just love them so much. And that makes sense because I'm a Sun Cancer and a Virgo moon with a rising Taurus. So, water and earth. But yes, I've always loved those colors since I can remember. Does your favorite color hold magical or emotional meaning for you? It's funny. Green is my favorite color above all other colors. When it comes to magic and picturing my energy and my spell work, the colors of blue always come up in my mind. And when I'm picking out things for my altar or for my magical room at all, I always go with blue, even though my loudest voice says, ooh, I want this green thing. Something in me says, no, get blue. It's your magical color. So, I guess there's some kind of differentiation between my favorite color and my magical color, according to some inner voice or spirit. So, do you use substances for divination or meditation? Not really. I did when I was younger and more fun. But no, I don't really drink alcohol. I don't use substances in that way either. I do burn Nag Champa pretty much every single time I'm going to do anything magical, and I've done that for over 10 years or more. Gosh. Yeah, more. Good God. 12, 13 years. So, there's that. I always burn Nag Champa, if that counts. What is your favorite part of your practice? I skipped a why or why not, because I explained it. What is your favorite part of your practice? Fluidity. I'm not bound by any one tradition, any one pantheon of deities, anything. I'm not bound by rules that I don't make myself, and I don't make rules. So, yeah, the freedom. I don't feel controlled, and I like that. That's an important feeling for me to not feel. Which is something I've learned with shadow work. Which, by the way, you can book shadow work sessions with me over on my Facebook page. Okay, thank you so much. So, what is the least favorite part of my practice? I don't have one. If I had a least favorite, then I get rid of it. So, none. That's kind of a strange question. How do you feel your practice has grown over time? It has become more free and more polished, if that makes sense. Just the gathering of knowledge and experience has changed my life and has changed my practice, as I think it does everyone. I have become more powerful in magic through experience and the gathering of knowledge, which can only happen through time. Number 10. Is there a show or movie that inspires you? Of course. The Mists of Avalon miniseries, as I've said 1,000 times, really got me started on this path. It's phenomenal and will always inspire me. Um, do you have a familiar? No, I don't really use familiars. It's not that I don't believe in them. I guess they're not in my path. So no, not really. Would you recommend any YouTube channels? Owlvine Green, for sure. As I said before, I'll link her below. She's phenomenal. And has a wealth of content, as does Jasmyne Ambrosia, who will also link below. Also, for fun videos, and for someone who can talk about Norse mythology without being racist, I will link Crafton. What is her YouTube channel name? Crafton Ideas? Crafton Magick, I think, actually. Anyway, Sydney Crafton is amazing, and I will link her below as well. I really like her. And if there's any others that I'm just not thinking of, I will link them below as well. So, you gotta support our local magicians. Name something you must do for your mental, emotional well-being, or for your practice, that I must do daily. Nag Champa. I mean, I always burn Nag Champa every single day, and I always give a bow of respect to my altar every day. Even if it's just a nod, I always acknowledge it. I'm like, hello, altar, you are there. You are my gateway to the gods, to the spirits, to the other side. Hello, thank you. You know, and sometimes that's the only magic I really get to do in the day. But, yeah. I pretty much have to do that. What is something that started as an obstacle, but you can now see as a blessing? My life. Period. My whole life. And I don't want to get choked up. But, yeah. My life has not been great. And, at all. And, yeah, there are parts of it that I am grateful for now. Some of it I'm still not grateful for, and I think if it hadn't happened, I would be better off. But, and that's probably true, I think, for everyone. Not everything bad that happens to you is, I think, always for the highest good. I just don't believe that. I don't believe in absolutes. Everything is true, and nothing is true. And multiple things can be true that don't coincide. So, yeah, markers in my life I realize have now made me for the better, even though they really hurt me for a long time. So, which do you prefer, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, or TikTok? I do like long-form YouTube videos with witches and other types of magicians. However, TikTok's magic group is fun, but so immature and problematic that I don't like being a part of it. Just because the younger witches are so loud on there. And when I say younger witches, I mean the really young ones who are just, they're either role-playing or they're just so ignorant that I'm like, you don't have to have a voice yet. It's okay. Like, you can just gather information for a while before you speak and try to educate others. It's okay. It's okay. So, yeah, a mixture of those two. Not really a fan of Facebook or Instagram. I just see those as work vessels for a lot of people, including myself. I don't really casually have fun on Instagram or Facebook. If I'm on Facebook, it's because I'm working. So, what do you feel is missing from our witchy community? A lot of things, mostly the things that are missing from humanity at large. Understanding, empathy, compassion, freedom, and when I say freedom, I mean not gatekeeping and not gaslighting. Yeah, freedom and understanding and discernment. Yeah. So, number 17. How much space do you use for supplies and spell work? This entire room. This is just an extra bedroom in our home. So, yeah. Up until really just a few years ago, I always just used a single corner of any given room. And then my husband was so generous to give this room and the idea of this room and say, just use that whole room. We don't use it. So I did. Let's see. How many altars do I have in my home? I really only have one altar. That's right here. But at any given moment in my home, anything can become an altar. So, but that's really it. Just the one. What is your favorite Sabbat? This changes all the time. All the time. But if we're going to go with Sabbats specifically, these European wheel that we follow, which is down on the bottom of my totem pole of holidays and celebrations I love. But if we're going to pick a Sabbat, of course Samhain is fun. Everyone wants to say Samhain. But I also love Beltane. Beltane is very fun, and I love it a lot. So we'll go with that one today. Do you prefer tarot, runes, oracles, or pendulum? I prefer Ogham. But if we're picking from this list, I love oracle a lot. So in this moment, we'll say oracle. I feel like on another day, I would say runes. But we'll say oracle. But Ogham, in general, is my favorite divination tool. You can go and book a reading with me through any of these means, plus Ogham, and soon a numerology Dungeons and Dragons reading, which I'll explain coming later. Over on my Facebook page, you can go to the services tab, look at all the different types of readings I give, and book one, and I'd be so appreciative. And I think you would enjoy it. So, there's that. Let's see. And 21, are you out of the broom closet? Yes, I have been out of the broom closet since the age of 13 and 15, respectively. And I'm now 32. Almost 33. So, who are you going to tag in this video? Probably no one, because I am so late to this. Anywho, that's my video. This is where I've been. Those are your answers to these questions. Thank you so much for continuing to support me and engage with me. I really appreciate it. I do encourage you to go and check out my Facebook shop and check me out on other social media. And don't forget to check out my Teespring. All of this is linked below in my link tree. You can get hoodies, shirts of all kinds and colors, and leggings, all kinds of things. Thank you so much, and goodbye.